Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So we are able to understand uh, what is a pie chart, what is a donut chart, and how to use a tree map and bar chart and column charts. In that, we had seen stacked and clustered and 100%, bar and column charts we had seen. Okay. And today, let us talk about the last thing in the categorical data visualizations. The last chart I'm going to be discussing today, scattered chart. Okay. So this is very, very interesting. And you would have seen this chart in almost, most of the time, I think. So would have seen this scattered chart. So it will be 1 hour, 9:30 to, 10:30. It will be, okay, daily morning. So SSIS new batch we're planning, guys. Let me tell you. SSIS, many people are asking because of the reason we are starting from this Thursday. Okay. So this Thursday, the timing will be morning 9:30 a.m. to 1 hour, right? So it will be 10:30 a.m. IST. We don't have any other time slots because in the evening, I have started new batch. It's going to be starting new batch from, today. So ADF is going to start 7 p.m. IST from today. So I'm only taking this class, and so both of them are ETLs only. Both of them are ETLs. And if you know SSIS, and ADF is nothing. ADF is nothing. Azure Data Factory only, which is a cloud based, which is on premises, right? On premises means what is the meaning? So you need to buy own server. You have to install the software. You have to run the software. Everything you have to maintain. So I always told you, right? You buying a own car, booking a cab in the Ola or Uber. So this is a cloud. Cloud means what? It is a rental. This one. So it is on cloud, right? So nothing else is difference. And if you know SSIS, learning ADF is very, very easy. So both of them are 30 hours classes. Okay. So this is also 30 hours. So this will be approximately some 25 hours. So you can say 30 hours. Clear? So if you wanted to get into ADF, you can get into ADF. New batch is going to start from today, 7 p.m. IST, to 8 p.m. IST. Sorry. 8 p.m. IST, so Indian timing. But exercise is going to start from Thursday. That is 20th. Thursday is uh so 26th, right? 26th and 27th, we are going to be starting this batch. And if you wanted to plan for this, you can plan for this. Okay. So this will be 26th of this month. Okay, guys. So on-premises cloud, but more than ADF, SSIS will have more and more ETL architecture, and ADF is on cloud based. On cloud means you don't have any, you need not install any software. Only thing is that everything is ready. You have to pay monthly some amount to Microsoft so that these services you can use. Clear? No software to be installed in your laptop, nothing. Clear? Only you need to create one subscription and keep on using all the ETL transformations and everything. Okay, so ADF actually it is ELT. ELT means extracting the data, loading the data. Later, we are going to be transforming the data. So that is what is called ADF, Azure Data Factory. And SSIS is completely ETL, extracting the data, you transform the data, you load the data. So Azure Data Factory is more suitable for the big data. When you have a large amount of data, petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, so that kind of a data, if you wanted to deal with it, Azure Data Factory is very, very good. And if you have cloud-based sources and cloud-based, destinations when you have, so to move the data from one platform to another, we're going to be using so ADF or SSIS, but both of them are ETL. ETL means data motors, data pumping, apps. Clear? So as I told you, your heart is a ETL. It is pumping the blood from one place to another, right? You have a heart. heart is pumping the blood from one place to another. Like that, SSIS and ADF, both of them are pumping, data pumps. But one is on premises, okay? One is on cloud. So this is your own hardware, own software you need to install, but it is a rental platform where every month rental you need to make payment you need to make to the Azure company, that is Microsoft, so that you can use this. But both of them are ATL and ELT. ELT means it is also ATL, but it is more suitable for the big data. When you wanted to dump the data into the big data. Big data means I was talking about a Hadoop. Do you remember? So in the demos, so if you wanted to load the data into the Hadoop environment or big data environment. So that is when, so ADF is more suitable than SSIS. And if you have cloud platforms, if you wanted to get the data from the cloud, then again, we are going to be using ADF is more suitable. Clear? So many companies are slowly migrating from on-premises to cloud. So a lot of companies, existing companies are still using this, but the new companies are slowly migrating this. So SSIS will be there another 10, 15 years. Right, because even though mainframe is gone in 1960s, right, 1970s mainframe is gone, but even today mainframe jobs are available in the market, right? So even though the on-premises is uh, happening, but Hadoop and on-premises, both of them are going to work. So clear? So yeah, once Power View is got over, then we'll plan for DAX and everything. Okay. So next week we'll start the DAX. Chalo. Any other questions, guys? So these are the things you can plan for this. So if you don't have much more enrollments, we'll cancel this and we will be, you buy the videos and you continue further, but make sure that you give maximum people when you attend, then it will be good, guys. Okay. So that is the reason I am, starting this batch. Otherwise, I'm not interested because I've taught this exercise many times. So I'm getting bored. That is the reason I stopped it. Even SQL, I used to teach many times. So I got bored. So even I wanted to learn new things and I wanted to go into the new technologies, right? So that is the reason I am not interested to teach old technologies. But since you people are asking, so I'm conducting this batch, but make sure that you join in this. So we'll start this batch. It will be for 30 hours or 25 hours maximum. It is also 25 hours, not more than 30 hours. And 1 month is sufficient. Okay. So you plan. So the demo meeting ideas, everything will be distributed, soon. If you don't get, then please let me know. So I will be able to send it to you. Hello, guys. Okay. So ADF, if it is recommended, then you can learn. So better, you start with SSIS. Okay. If any companies are asking ADF, then you can think of. Otherwise, as of now, you don't worry about ADF. Okay. But you need to compulsorily learn SSIS because you learn in depth of ETL. Okay. Yeah. Lot of things are not in depth in ADF. You don't understand when you directly jump into ADF. The better you learn SSIS later if the company recommends, and you can join later after 1 year or after 6 months or after getting a job. If you have time, then you can jump into ADF if the company recommends. Otherwise, there is no use. Okay. Now today I'm going to be talking about scattered chart, and it is very, very simple and easy, and it is part of categorical data. So let me open Power BI. I think I have, so Power BI downloads. I have categorical visualizations the other day I have created, right? Let me use the same thing. Let me open this. So for the November batch, after SSIS gets over, then you watch data warehousing videos. In that, one project will be given. Okay. So you complete that. Then compulsorily you have to buy end-to-end project. And everybody, not only November, everybody has to do all these things, right? Whatever I'm telling. So these things are mandatory for everybody. SQL Server is mandatory. Then Power BI is mandatory. Then SSIS is mandatory. And data warehousing is mandatory. Then one project you're going to be getting with the data warehousing that you need to do. And you need to buy one end-to-end project where you're going to be implementing complete project from end to end. So the project you can keep in your CV. So that is mandatory for everybody. You cannot skip. If you skip, then definitely you will be able to, you will not be able to survive even though you get a job. See, if you wanted to be there in the IT industry for longer period, then you need to learn many technologies. Okay. But if you wanted to work for 6 months or 1 year, then you can learn only Power BI and jump into that. So afterwards, companies will throw you out because you don't know anything. So after going there, after getting the job, you will be busy on morning 9 to 5. You don't have the time to learn. This is the time to understand. See, many people who are getting very good opportunities today, you understand that they are learning lot of technologies, they're putting lot of efforts. But many people they don't learn many technologies. Always they say, sir, 20 days of SQL Server I have learned, 5 days of Power BI I have learned. These kind of a things, if you learn, then you cannot be there in the IT industry for more than 1 year. I'm telling you, right? You will be coming out, and even though you get a job, you many things you don't understand first. Many things you don't understand, and your management will see that this guy is useless, and the better throw them out or put them on the bench. So automatically you'll go to the bench. From the bench, you will be there for 2 to 3 months. Somehow you'll complete 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 years, then you'll come out. Right. So why? Because you are not, following the proper mentoring, right? So if you don't follow if somebody is saying if you don't, if you're not following, then end of the day the result will be like that. So remember, okay. So you need to have more technologies, right? As I told you, recession is also there, and skills are permanent. But if you have a single skill or only two skills, you will get caught in the companies, and they know that this guy is only narrowly is having his skills. So narrow skills are never works if you wanted to go for the 10, 20 years of career in IT industry. I'm telling you, right? So you did not study BTech in IT, and you don't know many things, and you're also learning only single tool and simple tool, and you think that you will be there for the IT industry for 10, 20 years. It cannot be, right? Remember, so you need to have much more skills, guys, and skills are very, very easy when the proper trainers are there. Implement and try to learn things and get into IT industry. Chalo. Now, let me just go back to Power BI. Now there is a scatter chart. This is the chart I'm talking about, right? This chart is very, very easy to implement, and you have more field wells. Clear? So let me go into this, and I wanted to explain about this. Neelam is asking, sir, if we learn SSIS, then we can say that we have experience in ETL. Yes, you have. At least you can say 2 to 3 years of experience in ETL and reporting, and some 2 3 years of experience in SQL data warehousing, and you do the end-to-end project also. And SSIS is also completed drag and drop software. It is very easy. It is very, very easy, and get into the IT sector because reporting and ETL and data. So these technologies will not change, right? So tomorrow you may go into the company. Definitely there will be ETL tool. There will be ETL tool. The project will demand this kind of skills. Clear? Yeah, that is for sure. Yes, sir. Recently, a number of companies started layoff on freshers who are not capable. 100%, because people who are coming out, they're having either fake guys, or they don't have the complete knowledge at all. So one technology, 20 days of learning. So in the COVID time, many people took the proxies and they went, right? So one of my student, he also applied some 3 to 4 years of fake only and got into the company. But end of the day, that guy is able to survive in the company, and he promoted to immediately senior software engineer, and after that is leading a team. Okay. but same company, the other people completely removed because of the knowledge. So whatever be the knowledge that we are giving, other institutions are giving nothing. So people got the job, and our people are able to survive in the company because of this much of a knowledge, and they're promoted, and the other people are removed. So many people will call me and they'll talk to me. So this is what is happening in my company. So it is not only the getting the job. After getting the job, survival is important. Sustainability is important, right? So that is where people will ask you, do you know this? Do you know that? That is the reason. So now I'm talking about scatter chart. So this is very, very easy. And let me drag and drop the scatter chart and let me explain this. So when you drag and drop the scatter chart, what is the purpose? You have to know first. The purpose of the scatter chart to deal with the categorical data. Categorical data means a dimensional data. I wanted to see region-wise sales, or I wanted to see color-wise sales, category-wise sales, sales and profit. You can have one dimension and a two facts, or one dimension, one fact. So however the combination you wanted to have, you can have them. Scatter chart where you have details and a legend, x-axis, y-axis, lot of things are there when you go and verify. See, you have values. Values means the fact data. And you have x-axis, and you have a y-axis, and you have a legend. See how many things are there. There are many things that you need to understand. So what is that we can add? We will understand one by one. And when you come down, you have some more things to understand. So values, x-axis, y-axis, legend, then there is a size, then there is a play axis, then at the last you have a tooltips. So many things are available. So this chart has more and more data fields. Clear? Values, x-axis, y-axis, legend, size, play axis, tooltip. We'll understand one by one. So what is the purpose of a scattered chart? As I discussed, the purpose of the scattered chart is used to visualize the categorical data. Categorical data means already you know, right? So to visualize categorical data. Categorical data means what? So any data like region-wise sales, right? Or we can have category, product category-wise sales, or product category wise sales and profit. I wanted to see, using categorical data, but you need to understand. So what is the difference between bar chart, pie chart, and the categorical, the scattered chart, category wise sales and profit. So all these things we'll discuss one by one. Let me simply go to the requirements. Scatter chart, category wise sales and profit. I wanted to drag and drop. So category, product category, and if you understand carefully, and it is gone to the x-axis. Now a lot of things have been changed. This was the old PBA, and it is showing me details. Now this is calling as a values. Okay, a lot of things have been changed. Let us understand what is going to happen. Let us simply go and drag and drop category wise sales and profit. Let me take, where is the category? Category somewhere here, and products, there's a category. When you drag and drop the category, now values is nothing but a dimensional data. It is not a factor data. I think that it is a factor data because values means we had seen in the previously it was taking factor data, but now it is taking the dimensional data. So I want to have category wise sales and profit. So let me take sales. Where is the sales amount? Simply you can click like this, sales, and you can take profit. So what is happened here? Values where it is taking the dimensional data, and x-axis where you have one fact data, and y-axis there you have one more factor data. You wanted to see this data. You wanted to see the data category wise category wise sales and profit. Now, this is what you're able to understand. This is what you're able to understand, but it is not very clear. And when you see this data, but somewhere you have you're able to see some dots here and there, but you don't understand, completely. So we can understand these things when you play one more value. So what is the value I'm talking about? So there is a legend. Legend is also there. We'll talk about legend later, but legend size below that you have a play axis. Okay. So this is where you are going to be always going to be adding date and time value. Clear? So always a play axis will take what kind of a data? Date and time data. So do you have any date and time data? Why not? Order date we have, due date we have ship date we have, right? So we can drag and drop this or this, anything you can drag and drop. Then you should be able to understand these figures very, very easily. It is going to be creating a beautiful chart when you drag and drop the date and time. So where it is available, it is based off the play axis. It is going to be playing a video for you. Now, let me drag and drop order date to the play axis. So when I drag and drop a play axis, now there is a play button is started. Clear? So I wanted to understand day by day, how the sales and profit is happening. I wanted to give some borders and everything. Now, I wanted to understand how the things are happening. So let me increase this. Now, this is what is the sales and the maximum data it is showing. So when I click on this button, it is going to be giving you from day 1, day 2, day 3, how the sales, how the profit, how the sales and profit. So x-axis is the sales and profit is, it is y-axis. X-axis is the sales, right? So if you understand carefully, x-axis is the sales. So, day by day, it is going to be, the sales is this much and profit is also gone up. Sales is also more. Now you can remember. So this is what is called sales and this is what is called profit also. If this is going up, that means profit is also going, but sales is more. And if it's coming down means what is the meaning? Sales is more, but the profit is less. Clear? So now you see day by day, now it is changing first, third, fourth, fifth, the day one day, how the sales is happening. So that is how you should be able to see this kind of a data. Everyday data, you can visualize like that. But when you have a large amount of data, when you see a day by day sales, it will be irritating or you will get a headache. So normally we don't do the day wise sales, but instead of that we play because it is a large amount of data, right? Either you can use month by month or year by year, so that you will be able to understand how the things are happening. So 16th day from year to year it is gone up, right? From year to year. So it is the sales will be less than 20K. So like that you can understand it is gone beyond 20K. So like that you should be able to understand. So if it is going up means profit is more. Coming down means profit is less. If it is going this side means it is sales is more. Okay. Up means profit is more. Down means profit is less. So that is what you need to understand. Okay. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. I wanted to convert. Okay. I would like to convert. So this into year. So when you go and open this, when you go and open this, there is a year. Let me drag and drop the year. Where the year is gone, year, I don't want to have it here. I wanted to have the year in the play axis. Okay. So I have year wise, I would like to see the sales, how the sales is happening. 2005, 6, 7, 8, for last 4 years of data I have it. This side you have sales amount, this side you have sum of profit. Let me click on this. Now you see what is going to be happening. So this is what. Drastically it is increased. It was increasing and it got stopped. Have you seen this? Now, this is what is the beauty about from year by year, how the sales and how the profit is happening. You will be able to see that. Okay, so that is what is very, very important, guys. And if you wanted to play some data and I wanted to remove this category and I wanted to have, let us say, region-wise sales, right? Let me drag and drop this region-wise sales. Now, how each region is doing. So how many regions do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions, right? So this is the thing. You have many balls. Each region, what is that it is doing, right? So in the category, we have most of the time bikes categories is, having, because if you take the category, most of the time you have the bikes. So you have 4 to 5 accessories, but most of the time, bikes only having more and more souls. Only fewer cases you will be able to see other accessories and other stuff. But this is the one, the category called, you can see bikes. When you mouse over it, you will be able to see the sales of accessories and the sales of clothing. These balls are here. These indicators are somewhere here. You can understand. So what is this means? It is the each and every product category, cloths, and there is no movement at all for these two, right? Sometimes there is no sales, it's getting disappeared. Have you seen this? It's somewhere here only. Constantly it was showing here only, but only this is moving from here to here. So this is what is called bikes. Clear? So that is what you got to understand. So now scatter chart category wise sales and profit we discussed. And the next one, I wanted to have subcategory wise sales and profit. Subcategory wise sales and profit. Let me take this out and let me take this out. If you wanted to have subcategory, now drag and drop the subcategory, the same thing. So many subcategories you have, right? You have road bikes and you have mountain bikes. You have a lot of subcategories. When you go to your product data, so you will be able to see the subcategories. How many subcategories you have? You have many, right? But all these things where the sales may not be there, but some subcategories are existing, but we have only 4 categories, right? So now you go and you should be able to say this data. This is subcategory wise data. And what is a subcategory? So this is profit. Sales is this much and profit is this much. This is sales is more and profit is also more, because this is also increasing, is also slowly increasing. And here the sales is more and more, the profit is also more and more. But sometimes you may have the indicator somewhere here. What is the meaning? The sales is this came down to this one, but the profit is not it is profit is less than $3 million. But when it's going up, it is slowly from here to here is going up, means the profit is more. When it is the sales is more, and if it is coming down, means the profit is less. The profit is less. If the ball is going up, means the profit is more. You can understand sales versus profit very, very easily in this kind of a chart, right? So, or I wanted to have time and expenses or sales and profit. I wanted to compare. How can you compare? So definitely scattered chart will be the good one where you can compare this kind of a data. So subcategory wise sales, category wise, region wise sales and profit. Okay. So I told you, so sales and profit. And here I'm going to be using this and category wise, region wise. So let me take a category already you have taken. This is, let me take the category wise, region wise also. Where is the region? Region is somewhere here. So let me drag and drop the region. This region is added where to the legend now. Okay. Now this is one fact, and this is one dimension, and this is one more fact, and one more fact as part of your values, one more dimension, right? So this is one dimension category wise legend, and you should be able to have this kind of a thing. Clear? So you have central, east, north, south, and always it will be good when you play the axis, it will be always good. 1 minute, guys. Let me have the play also here. I wanted to go and drag and drop the year. So to the play axis. Now you see lot of indicators are, popping up. Lot of indicators are popping up, and you should be able to easily see. So this is what is called central, and this is what is called south. I think south is doing good, right? This is from down, from each year how it is, increase the sales that you can easily see. Okay, so values category wise, x-axis, y-axis, and if you wanted to have size means if you wanted to increase the size of this indicator, if you want to increase the size of the indicators, so that you can use. Otherwise, so there is no, for example, I wanted to take the sum of profit and I wanted to, where is the size? So the indicator size will getting enlarged. So that is what is the the purpose of the size. But otherwise, it is not very much important. But if you wanted to enlarge your the size of the indicator, so definitely you should be able to use that. So values, x-axis, y-axis, legend, where you will be able to add one more dimension, and size you will have the fact, and play axis you will be able to have the dimensions. And when you have already 2 dimensions and 2 facts, already region is there and we have a category is there, I would like to add one more fact data. So for example, tax amount also I wanted to add. So can I, so when I add the tax amount, it is disappearing. The field values, blah, 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 mismatch. Because you cannot have, when you have uh, already 2 values and 2 facts, the next fact value, the better you put them into the tooltip. What is the purpose of the tooltip? Tooltip will take only the fact data. Look and feel will not change. But when you mouse over, you will be able to get the data of this value as well. Okay. So that is what is the tooltip. And the scatter chart is the, year by year or, month by month, if you wanted to see how the sales is happening, and you can take 2 fact data. So 1 fact data is a sales amount, and one more fact data I was talking about a profit. If you wanted to see if I got 100 sales and what is the profit, okay, so 20 or 30, so depends upon this. The profit also I wanted to compare sales and the profit in the one is this angle and the other one is in this angle. So both the facts I would like to compare means you have to go in for the scatter chart, and you can also have the play axis. So over a time period, how the sales is happening. So that is what, if you want to see visually, definitely you will be able to use a scatter chart. And this is the very, very simple one, but not much, many times we are going to be using. So this is going to be having lot many, field wells. Clear? So any questions, guys? So now if you go to the properties and you have these properties are common, when you go to visual, then you have x-axis and the, the x-axis, the scale I'm talking about is automatically created, or you can also have the scales, right? And values, again, you can have auto, or you can write the scale, the values, whatever you wanted to write. So manually, I don't recommend the manually writing of these values, because automatically let it take. And y-axis also, legend means one more, legend means this is the legend. So this is what is called legend, right? So legend where you wanted to, display. I would like to display in the top left or bottom center, or center left. All these things are pretty much easy. And grid lines, if you want to have in between dotted lines or solid lines, so all the lines you can have, and dotted lines, whatever you wanted to have, you can have them. And you can also see these lines in your dashed, okay, solid. So whatever you wanted to have, this is what is called grid lines. And vertical lines also, if you wanted to have, you can have these vertical lines. And all these things are pretty much easy. So not very complicated. This zooms also you can keep it. And this is what is called a zoom. You can you can keep the zoomer like this, right? If you want to analyze some data, you should be able to have the zoomer, and you will be able to understand this. So markers. What is marker? It is newly added, I think. We need to check. So markers got added. Just read this, about these markers, category labels. Okay, if you wanted to give some label, you will be able to write some label. So the label is going to come. So and plot area background, all these things are not very much important. If you wanted to add some logos and everything behind the scenes, you will be able to add them, but these are not very important to understand. And what is important is that when should I use scatter chart, when should I use bar chart, when should I use column chart, and that's it. So these are the things that you need to understand. Okay, so that is all about category wise, region wise sales and profit, category wise, region wise sales and profit. Now, whatever you wanted to have. And if you wanted to get a line, use control to get the line also. This kind of line also you can get it. Use the control button and start this and end it here so that you will be able to get a bar like this. Okay, so scatter chart is very, very simple. And if you have any questions, you can ask me now.